A tug of war for authority at the Texas border has intensified, pitting the Lone Star State against the Biden administration. The recent tragedy of a woman and 2 children drowning in a restricted area has ignited the fuse of this already volatile situation. The federal government, alarmed by the escalating crisis, issued an ultimatum to Texas: cease the blockade of the U.S. Border Patrol's access to a 2.5-mile stretch along the U.S.-Mexico border. The Department of Homeland Security warned Texas of potential legal consequences, hinting at involvement from the Department of Justice if the blockade is not lifted. Texas, however, remains defiant. The state's Attorney General, Ken Paxton, stood his ground, declaring that Texas will not surrender and asserting the state's constitutional authority to guard its territory. The tension between state and federal officials is palpable, as they battle over policy and jurisdiction. The Biden administration has even sought the intervention of the Supreme Court in a lawsuit over the removal of razor wire by Border Patrol agents. This ongoing clash underscores the complexities of border control and the tragic consequences that can occur when jurisdictions collide. The Texas Military Department, for instance, claims it had no knowledge of any distressed migrants or bodies in the area at the time of the drownings. Meanwhile, the border standoff has sparked a call for protest in Eagle Pass, a border town caught in the crossfire. Alarmingly, the rhetoric of the group calling for protests intersects with extremist views, echoing a disturbing trend of far-right vigilantes being drawn to the U.S.-Mexico border. Historically, such situations have led to violence and further division, a path that society must strive to avoid. In a parallel development, the newly elected Republican governor of Louisiana has directed state agencies to report any arrests of or funds spent on undocumented immigrants, citing the financial burden on taxpayers. This move reflects the broader nationwide debate on immigration and border control, a contentious issue that continues to divide the nation. In summary, the situation at the Texas border is a complex knot of legal, political, and humanitarian issues. The recent tragic drowning of a woman and 2 children has brought the tensions to a boiling point. State and federal authorities are locked in a power struggle, while extremist groups exploit the situation to further their agendas. The broader debate on immigration and border control rages on, affecting not only Texas but the entire nation. It's an unfolding drama that demands careful navigation and thoughtful dialogue, where the stakes are not just political, but also deeply human.